Yeah, we'll continue once he comes.
Oh, yeah, before he gets here, uh, what's you calling people?
Hmm?
What's with you and calling people a fucktard? So that,
Well, you seem like a fucktard, so I called you a fucktard.
yeah, but you're understand that because we're over the internet, so that's like, yeah.
Cool.
Got the flame and imagery. I'm gonna be back for a second while Hajun is coming. Yeah.
After 10 years of love, what would you do? Kamala Harris did not lose this election because she's a woman. She lost this election because there were American families sitting there telling her how they couldn't afford to put food in their fridge, and her solution was to bring out Meg Thee Stallion to twerk on stage alongside just about every single one of P. Diddy's friends to endorse her. She lost this election because there were Americans who lost everything in an absolutely horrific hurricane, and she sat there telling them that $750 should be enough for them if they even qualify, while simultaneously funding illegals staying in five-star hotels in New York City, receiving 3 meals a day provided to them by taxpayer dollars. She lost this election because she sat there talking about how anti-racism she was, while simultaneously blaming Kamala Harris. Friendly reminder that somebody who genuinely wants to be with you would not be trying to change you. Now, hold on, because they got the goddamn. Sponsored by Google.
Hey, little bro.
Bro, stop trying to do this internet disrespectful shit.
Shut the
Just,
fuck up. Are you fine to swap into Resi instead of this guy?
if you're gonna be like this entire time, we just not gonna do this shit. You can come respectful or don't come at all.
That's up to you, not up to me, little bro.
You can come respectful or don't come at all.
I don't deem what's respectful to you. You do. Anyways, are you willing to swap to Resi since Hajun is taking a while?
Yeah.
Alright, so the topic is, it's called. The topic's just gonna be if, Goku before, like, Saiyan Saga could fly.
Sans. Oh, okay. That's the topic.
Yeah,
Who are you debating?
the other guy in VC.
Uh, I was
Alright,
surprised
so,
Highjump speaks too.
so do you want to go and substantiate as to, like, why he could before?
It's stated by TN in the scan that I showed. So
Yeah. So I'm just gonna argue that that's contradicted by just him having to use, it's called Nimbus. We've shown later in Z that what's called flight is just generally gonna be faster than like Nimbus travel. So in a matter of like emergency where they have to fly fast, they're gonna opt to use flight rather than the Nimbus. So
and
Goku
I'm
would have
gonna
used
say
flight instead of the
mhm,
Nimbus to fly towards Raditz, but he used the
and
Nimbus instead.
and I'm gonna say that holds no weight because Gohan had the ability to fly by the time he was in high school, but was still using the Nimbus.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna argue that. So the only reason why he would like have that be the case is just for anonymity, right? If someone sees someone flying in the air rather than just a cloud flying in there, they're gonna recognize Gohan rather than just a cloud flying in the air. We even see this later on whenever he gets like his hero suit, he transforms in it and then uses that to fly to school. So it's not gonna be any
Definitely still had the
reason,
ability to fly.
huh?
He still and also he still had the ability to fly, but
Yeah, I've
obviously
already
used
given
Nimbus.
like a like negation as to why that's like relevant to this case.
Okay. And and Goku uses the Nimbus and Super well beyond when he can
Okay,
fly.
so can you go ahead and show why that is the case, or show him doing this, and show like the
It was when
context of it?
him and Krillin were training.
Yeah, so when him and Krillin were training, I believe you're talking about in that like black void area, wherever it was, he couldn't fly in there. It was directly stated,
No,
so
he
he
could.
had to. Can you go ahead and substantiate why that would be the case?
There was nothing that stated he couldn't fly. The only thing that was stated is when they used their ki, their enemies got bigger, and you need your ki to fly, and he could use his ki so he could fly.
So yeah, he would just opt to use a like non-key solution. So that just doesn't relate to this case.
He still has the ability to fly. And obviously
Yeah, yeah, no.
resistance.
So if he has key, right, and he has to use this key in order to travel somewhere, right, then he would opt to not use the key, since using the key makes his enemy stronger. However, this
Or
isn't the
actually,
case. This isn't the case when it comes to him traveling to Raditz, because he should opt to like use a faster form of travel to get to
he had low ki
Raditz.
reserves.
Can you repeat that?
He didn't have the ki reserves. He was saving his ki to fight Raditz because Raditz was stronger than him.
Can you substantiate that?
Sure, you use your ki to fly. He wanted to be at 100% when he went to fight Reddit, so he opted
Yeah,
for a
can you, I'm
non-free
like,
ki.
yeah, can you like prove that's like a significant, like by such a significant amount that would matter?
Yeah, Raditz was Piccolo stating that Raditz was stronger than both of them at 100% combined.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't prove it. What I'm asking you to do right now is to prove that like Goku would opt to do that because of like the immense amount of ki drain that flight would be. So I'm asking you to prove that like flight is just gonna drain immensely of ki on ki.
It doesn't necessarily have to drain immensely. You could just have low ki reserves.
If it just like drains, yeah, we know at this point within the story that like Goku should have more ki than Piccolo since he is stronger, or at least relative to Piccolo, right? But Piccolo opts to fly still, and it didn't make like any like change when fighting Raditz. In fact, he was even able to land two
Upgrade
shots or
both.
fire two shots of like the spectral beam cannon, which uses a lot of ki, and then even after that, right after the fight, he was able to fly again. So obviously, it would have like no like strain on your ki.
No, you can make it an assumption that Piccolo knew how to conserve ki when flying since he's known how to fly way longer
Yeah,
than
why would
Goku.
you make that assumption?
Um, Based on the fact that he's known how to use the technique for quite some time, and when you know how to use the
Yeah,
technique
why,
for
why,
quite some
wait,
time, you
wait, wait,
know how to
wait, wait,
conserve
wait,
better.
wait. You just made like an argument. I'm gonna respond to it. So, why would like him having the flight technique for a long time, and I want you to know this, using your argument, Goku would have also had the flight technique for quite a while, then why would that necessitate him being able to lower the key percentage or
Um,
the key usage of it to such a minimal degree? Provide like an example of this being the case with other movement based abilities.
by that time, Goku did not have the flight ability for a long time.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think like the it's called like length and time from OG Dragon Ball to DBZ is?
Give me 1 second.
So, from what I see, it's 5 years. So he would have had it for a long time.
Yeah, and Piccolo's had it longer than that.
Yeah, go and repeat that.
I said, yeah, and Piccolo's had it longer than that.
Yeah, that
A
doesn't
lot
matter.
longer.
Your argument was that he had it for a long amount of time. Ergo, he would have like a like what's it called a enough control on it to like make it into like a 0% key drain or something similar to that. But that would also apply to Goku since he's had 5 years with it using your argument. If we assume your argument to be true.
He's had 5 years, but a time skip doesn't show him losing it during that time skip.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Kinda does.
Yeah, it
goes into the
wouldn't.
alternate.
So we know that Goku is just a guy who likes to train. So obviously he's going to train all of his techniques during the 5 year time gap, even during like him training his children, or sorry, raising his children. We even see this later in Super when he's plowing his fields. He's having fun with Goten while also utilizing his what's called while also training. So I don't think that really matters if we don't see it or not. I mean, we didn't see Naruto train for 2 years, but we still know
Are
that he did
you
train.
are you assuming Goku trained that entire 5 years without seeing it?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, are you assuming that he trained those 5 years?
Your mic is really shitty, so you're gonna have to repeat that again. Lil bro, can you speak for me, or can you not do that?
Stop with the Silver stuff. But anyway, are you assuming that he trained for those 5 years?
Yeah, I just gave an argument for why it's the case.
And your argument was based on the training that you've seen.
Yes. Like, let's say this. So let's say me and you, we go to the same store every day for a year. And we continue to do this for the next 5 years. Every day go to the same store. I miss a day and I don't see you. But since I didn't go to the store, we can assume that you went to the store because there's a consistency and there's a pattern within it. It's really fucking simple. I don't
Yeah,
understand how you can understand this.
you can assume that I went to the store, but you can't prove that I went to the store.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to prove in all possible worlds. All I would have to do is prove that's like more probable to be the case, which is what I'm arguing. I'm not going to argue something happens in all possible worlds because then I have to provide like a logical contradiction or like a physical contradiction to the other side being the case.
Okay, then here's a counter argument. When Goku trains, what does he train?
He trains his flight and his like just general combat capabilities. Something like flight is going to be combat capability as you can use it within fight. We even see this when he is fighting Vegeta.
Does he train his? And then when has he started training his key reserves?
He does that whenever he uses ki. Whenever he drains his ki, he can just be like, oh, it's called training his ki reserves. Whenever he charges up, he can just be training his ki reserves. That can just be something that naturally gets stronger as he gets stronger. We know that like he isn't like physically strong without his ki, so he's not like gaining a bunch of energy or gaining a bunch of like power just through physical toughness. He's gaining it through increasing his ki. So we know whenever he's doing like push-ups and things like that, that's just like it's called increasing his ki amount.
That's already false because bringing Jiren into a story, he stated to be around the same strength as him. He just has better key usage.
Yeah, how would that make my statement false?
You saying that trains your key, obviously it doesn't. If Jiren has been directly training his key, they would have been more around the same level as him.
No, that would just mean is that he's done better training, more intense training, such as we see within the Dragon Ball superhero movie. That like, Vegeta is doing some form of meditation training, and then after this, he's able to beat Goku because he can utilize his ki better. We see that Jiren was doing this throughout the Tournament of Power, and that's his normal training regimen. So obviously, he's utilizing some more efficient way to gain ki. That doesn't mean that all these other ways to get ki aren't ways to get ki. That just means that one's the most efficient way to get ki.
It's also stated by Whis that they're only training their bodies, not their key.
Yeah, can you go and provide that statement?
Go find that statement.
Yeah, go and provide it for me. Show me a panel.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I can show you. Find it quicker.
Can you hurry up, little bro?
I just said stop that little bro stuff. So stop.
Okay, cool. I didn't really ask. I asked you a question. Can you answer it? And stop like rhetorically
Yeah,
running away
and
from
I
the
told
question.
you already earlier
Yeah,
to
can
come
you stop
respectful or don't
rhetorically
come at
running away
all.
from the question and
So
answer the question, please?
it's not running away from the question. I told you
Then
stop
go
with
ahead
the
and
little
answer
bro
the
stuff.
question. Go ahead and answer the question, little bro. Rezi, do you see this man? I'm not gonna lie. What? What, Rezi? The toxicity is crazy. I mean, hey, he a little bitch. What can I say? Let the man breathe. What?
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to that. That's just internet shit. That's he gonna do over the internet.
What is this? Goofy as hell, I swear.
You got to be shitting me. I had to wash my ass 10 times to make sure I wasn't fucking dreaming. Alright, everyone, listen up. So this is day one of me creating. So this is day one of me creating my own martial art. Weight boxing. When are we gonna see day one of you applying for a job? I've combined aerokinesis with the style of boxing to create a new, magical, revolutionary way of self-defense. Can you combine a job application with a job interview to create a magical new way of being gainfully employed? Can you do that instead? How you gonna tell me that you're not here? You stayed till 6 a.m. She told you she was
Oh damn,
alone
bro, is that early?
when you went to her place of residence. So why do you? You think Dexter would get Casey Anthony? Fiction and reality,
Okay.
like dip? So it's not just chip.
I see now there's a need for the things you do. But I'm still going to work toward a city that doesn't need Batman.
Me too.
Thanks for coming after me. Well, I'd like to think our relationship isn't just restricted to saving each other from freaks and weirdos. That maybe we'd have a place for each other without Gotham, without the freaks, maybe
Oh shit.
without masks.
So I'm heading back home. I guess I kind of owe it to you, Batman. Probably saved my life. I bet you hear this all the time. Look, I'm gonna miss my boss. I'll see you around. Thanks.
Does the panel exist or not?
Mm,
No, it does. I just forgot how early he said it. Who knows? Wow, Goku was fighting first.
adding unnecessary. Adding.
God, it feels so good to be back in the game, boys. Oh, yeah. All right, I reckon let's do the old strap. Hide in the bushes and wait till everyone dies. Yeah, or we can go and fight Ariana Grande, get the mythic microphone, go and see Snoop Dogg, get him to join our team, and then he can help us win the game. What? Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg. He scans all the enemies and aimbots everyone. Right. Is anyone in the spare SFG? I've got a spare one. I got lightsaber and Captain America shield. Right. Okay. That's fucking mental. This game has changed quite a lot, hasn't it? This thing's pretty fucking useless now, doesn't it? Nice, my first kill! That was a bot. Was it? Yeah. Right, also I've got 68 kills. Have you now? If anyone sees a gold scar, let me know, because I bagsy it. Alright, mate, you got it. If anyone sees the Eminem minigun that fires out Eminem's rap god lyrics, you let me know. Really? That's my favourite. Okay, guys, I found a rocket launcher.
Rezi, you changed your profile pic like 3 times. That's how
Oh
long it's
no,
taking
my
this man
bad. I
to
was
get a
watching.
single fucking panel.
Bro, I'm watching Don. It's so fucking peak. While we're at it, I might as well change it again.
4 times before one man gets one panel is crazy.
Wait, like low key, you can't tell me this is not Aura.
It's not Aura.
Bro, it's Aura.
1 second. You ever play some like a little bro?
Oh,
What? How's you and I'm gonna just ping me if this motherfucker finds his scan. Holy. I'm gonna be right back. Has Lil Bro found it yet?
bro's doing that while I'm trying to get some shit for Don.
E o DJ Série Jazz. E o DJ Série Jazz.
Maybe he didn't say it in the manga. Maybe he only said it in the anime.
So do you want to go ahead and drop that point?
Yeah, let me go ahead and see you get that first bite of it. Oh, fuck yeah, my boy. Yeah.
I mean, if you're using just manga, yeah. But if it's both, he did say it in the anime.
I'm using the manga since that's gonna be like the canon material to the it's called other manga for the
Yeah,
LGs.
it would.
Okay, we can drop that then.
So you're gonna make a like counter argument.
I forgot what your argument was.
My argument was it's contradicted. So you're gonna make a
Yeah, that
refutation.
wasn't really. That really doesn't make me remember what your argument was.
So my argument was that gets contradicted by him being unable to fly and having a requirement to use like what's called the Nimbus. And the way that I substantiated this is that like generally flight is gonna be faster than Nimbus travel, but he opted to use the Nimbus in a emergency situation. Then your argument was because key reserves that made negation to that, and then you're finding a panel to try and make a negation. But you dropped that point. So you're dropping it being contradicted, or are you just dropping that specific sub point within this point?
Just that specific subpoint.
Alright, so do you want to go ahead and make a refutation?
Let's fight through radix there.
Person in chat, I'm in Uchichi and Goku's first date. My bad, they were on Nimbus. He can't fly without Nimbus. That's the argument here. So do you want to go ahead and make a refutation?
Yeah, let's go in there. Looking into.
Do you want to go ahead and repeat that?
Yeah, let's go to there.
No, like when they were fighting, that wasn't them flying at all. Sorry.
And they're fighting.
I'm talking to someone in chat because this is being live streamed. I'm still waiting for you to make a negation.
It's already crisp. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
You could say that Nimbus was just faster than his own flight speed at that time.
Yeah, we already went over that, like, that isn't gonna be the case. We already, like, what's it called, went over that generally speaking, flight is gonna be faster than Nimbus travel.
Not necessarily, because Goku asked Piccolo, he says, "Hey Piccolo, can you keep up with my cloud?"
And what did Piccolo say?
And then Piccolo says, "Bring me your falling, the speed of my flight will speak for itself." And they were both going, and Piccolo was a little bit behind the cloud on the next panel.
You can go ahead and show both of these.
Sure.
I think it would also just be contradicted. Yeah, speed of my flight will speak for itself. That isn't like, what's it called, mean that Piccolo's flight is going to be slower. That just means that he's going to be keeping up with it, but falling just behind That's fine. I mean, that can just be to him, like, controlling his speed. I mean, he wouldn't want to go faster than Goku, because then he would arrive to the battlefield, like, without Goku, which would mean that he would be losing, because Raditz would then demolish him.
Raditz wouldn't demolish him. That's seen as when he first meets Raditz before Raditz goes to Goku, and Raditz says he's not interested in Piccolo.
Yeah, but if
There's nothing to
if
contradict that.
If Piccolo becomes like a reoccurring thing, obviously Rad's gonna be like, it's this guy again, and kill him. I mean, it's just gonna be like something that's gonna be tautologically true, as well as like if Piccolo shows up ready for a fight. I mean, Rad's just gonna be like, all right, let's fight. I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's that's not in Raditz's character, because when he first meets Raditz, Piccolo's ready for a fight, and then Raditz just ignored him.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the case in this instance. I already gave the argument for it. It's just like a
You're
tracking
giving an
issue.
argument for Raditz that's not in his character or shown to be in his character.
Yeah, I already gave an argument as to why it is. It's just like a tracking issue.
When has it shown? When has somebody ever popped up on Raditz twice and he said, "Let me get rid of him"?
Yeah, we wouldn't have to see this. I gave an argument for this. We don't have to visibly see it within the story if there's a reason for it to be true.
But there is no reason for it to be true.
I already
That's
gave the
headcanon.
argument. I already gave the argument for it being true. You saying it's headcanon is not like a negation to my argument.
It is a negation of headcanon. You can't
No,
prove
that's
it to be
really
true.
just you saying no, no, like a fucking retard.
Just like you said "nah" to the panel that I showed, where it showed Goku could fly, where Tien states Goku could fly.
Yeah, I didn't say no. I provided a contradiction to it. All you're saying is that's a headcanon without like an argument for it.
You said "nah." You showed the definition of Buku Jutsu, which means dancing in the sky, which also, if you look in the Daizenshu, it says that the Crane School was the... Oh, yeah, I forgot his name. It's been so long.
I don't believe the Daizenshu are canon.
Roxi's
Can you go
brother.
and substantiate why they like the what's called, why the things are gonna be canon, why the Daizenshu are gonna be canon?
The Daizenshu.
Yeah, can you substantiate the
statements from
Daizenshu
the
being
creator.
canon? Okay, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, the Daizenshu isn't made by Akira Toriyama.
It's not made by him, but it's statements from him.
No, the only statements that we get from it are interviews, and then like even that, most of the it's
Interviews
called
of who?
yeah, interviews by Akira Toriyama, and that only comes
exactly.
from and that only comes from the super interviews, right? But that doesn't apply to every single statement made within the Daizenshu.
That's not just the super interviews. That's all the way
Can you
back
go
to
and
the
substantiate
Dragon
why
Ball.
this would be the case?
Why would it be the case? Because they're interviews of Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, no, not the entire thing.
The entire thing. You're talking about recent interviews.
No, I'm talking about interviews from like the first Daizenshu.
Yeah, they're also from Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, those right there are like the interviews. However, the entire thing isn't made by Akira Toriyama, nor answered by Akira Toriyama, unless you want to make like an argument as to why it was. You're arguing. Yeah, not the entire thing was. Not everything within it are statements from Akira Toriyama. This is just a tracking issue on your part, fucktard. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Stop being disrespectful.
No, I'm gonna be disrespectful as I want. So, do you want to go and provide an argument for him? Do you want to go and provide? Do you want to go and provide like an argument for him, like the entire thing
Would you
being
like
his
to provide
statements?
an argument as to why that scan is wrong?
I already did.
Like you never did.
Yeah, I did.
You showed a definition of Buku Jutsu, but that doesn't mean that that scan is wrong. You never
Yeah, I gave
provided
like a
evidence.
contradiction to it as well. I mean, something can just be like a retcon later in the series. That's fine. And even so, I did provide like the definition of it twice, in fact, for why like that isn't gonna be the case. Why it means flying. It's just a simple tracking issue on your part because you aren't able to track because you're a fucking retard.
Buku Jutsu isn't the part. He said he learned how to fly. You never debunked that part. All you did is gave a definition for Bukujutsu.
I gave the
That's all you did.
I gave the translation for it, right? Let's go.
Uh-huh.
There's no
You
like
didn't-
flight in it, right? Even when you translate all of the kanji on the left side, which is what I did for you, it doesn't mean what you said it means. Like, as you can see, like right here, I translated everything on the left panel because the left panel is where they state that is the case in your argument for why he can fly.
He says he learned how to fly. The only thing you translated was the Bukujutsu. That was it.
I translate everything on the left panel.
He learned to fly.
Yeah, that's not what it says in Japanese. I already
Now,
gave the
where
argument
did
for
you-
this.
Actually, you didn't even do it in this chat. You did another one.
Yeah,
so
I
where
did.
did you translate all of that?
I already like showed it within this chat. This is just
No,
simple
you
tracking
did not-
issue.
It's not in this chat. It's in the chat with just me and you. You're talking about tracking issues. You can't even track what chat you put it in.
Really? So I gave
Yeah.
the translation right here. You absolute dumbass.
Exactly. That's just the Bukujutsu. That's not the whole entire left panel. Like I said. you did
Yeah,
not translate
it is, as there's only two kanji, it's called lines on the left panel, and this translates both of the kanji lines.
That only translates one of them, as there's 3 kanji where you put, and then there's 6 kanji total on the left side of the panel. If you know how to count.
So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna count for you, right? So 1, 2, 3, right. You see this 1, 2, 3, right, and then also 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! It's 6 kanji. Oh, can you count that for me? Can you count that for me? Please, can you count that for me?
1, 2, 3.
Just real quick, can you count that for me? I want to hear you count it. Cause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, that is the right kanji. People have different like artistic ways to write kanji specifically. However, this is the what's called just the baseline for that kanji. Can you go ahead and provide me what this kanji says differently then? Yeah, I already gave an argument as to why that is the right kanji.
The first
I
one
literally
you say
just
on
did
the
it.
right
Can you
kanji.
please at least track within the past 5 seconds? Like, come on.
The first one and the second line is not the right kanji.
Yeah, it is. I already gave an argument for why this is the case. Like, you're just retarded.
No, you can visually see it's not the right kanji.
Yeah, I already gave an argument as to why it's the case.
You see
It's just
how
you
the
saying
one-
nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Yeah, I already gave an argument as to why that doesn't matter.
You're hella immature. That's cool. But anyway, you
Yeah,
see
I already
how-
gave an argument for why that specifically doesn't matter. Can you just not track or something?
Here, actually, you can do it like this. Hold on. Watch this. This one.
I can even get the kanji that's of the artistic interpretation of it. If that's what you want me to do, little bruh.
Let's do this.
Oh, by the way, I just want to let you know, the kanji that's you in reference to. Second. Yeah, that's just woo, or yeah, like I said in what's it called in the first place.
That's on the right side.
No, that's on the left side. Fucked hard.
That's on the right side where he says "ooh."
No, it's not.
If you look where.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
says
In the
it's
English translated
right
one,
side.
the wrongly translated one. Why I've already argued this. Why I already gave the argument for this. Yeah, sure. It says it on the wrong translated one. However, in the verbatim kanji, it says it differently because that's not the correct translation. Duh, duh, duh. Holy shit. And by the way, the left side, the kanji there, translates to what, oh my, or how. Do you just want to go to conclusions? Because this argument is going nowhere. Because you're fucking retarded.
You calling people retarded just because you don't want to be wrong is fine.
Just because I don't want to be wrong? It's because I'm not wrong. Hey Ajun, how you doing, buddy? So, do you want to go to conclusions, buddy?
No, I don't.
Shut the fuck up, Ajun. You a bitch, Ajun.
What? What if I don't? Now what?
Alright, buddy. You forced my hand here, buddy. Let me add him back. Anyways, do you want to go to conclusions?
New Donadon chapters here.
You a bitch. By the way,
Anyway.
peep chat. Look why I chat your name, your friend name to, bitch. Habum.
Habum. I love Habum.
That's actually better than your original name. I can't hold you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, so X. So do you want to go and answer my question instead of like rhetorically running away for like the ninth time in this conversation?
No, I'm joking.
X, we're talking to you, buddy.
Is X your ex?
I know who the fuck this guy is, but he can't fucking count. Do you see this? I'm just gonna like reply to it. He said that these two kanji lines right here, this is only 5 kanji.
I never said it was 5 kanji. I said it was 6. You can't get.
Oh, Rezi.
What's up?
Did he not say that I only had 5 lines of kanji or 5 like kanji within my message?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a retard! Anyways, so I feel like it's time to go to conclusions because you're not making any like decent arguments that we're just gonna like progress this like discourse. So I think it's just time to go to conclusions.
That it's not translated right. That's your only argument.
No, I've provided like several different arguments for this.
7.
Several.
Same thing.
No, it's.
So your base argument for the original panel is that it's not translated right. That's it.
No, it's not my only argument. I provide multiple arguments. I've already told you this. My other argument was that it's just gonna be contradicted.
But he's used Nimbus after he knew how to fly.
Yeah, and I provide negations to why that would be like related to this case, right? You're just not tracking here. So I think it's just time to like go to conclusions on this debate because you're not making any like worthwhile argument. You're not making any worthwhile like point. Every point you've made isn't in good faith. It's just a retarded argument that just repeats itself. Like right now, you're trying to repeat an argument that I've already negated. So you're just going circular.
Really
like right now, you're getting like rhetorically raped. That's what's happening within this dialectical discourse. You're getting rhetorically raped in this dialectical discourse. You don't have any good rhetoric skills, and you don't look appealing to anyone. Besides Hot-Bum, because he's a bum. So, do you want to go ahead and answer my question instead of rhetorically running away for the 10th time in this conversation?
Nobody's running, but you gave reasons.
Yeah, you are, because I asked you a question and you just ran away from the question instead of answering the question. So you're obviously running away from the question because you don't want to answer the question. So can you go and answer the question?
You asked me a question, but then you ran away from my question when I asked you a question.
No, I've actually answered. Oh, Rezi, what question here have I not answered?
I don't recall you not answering every question.
What question here has he not answered?
Oh yeah, I don't recall.
You're a fucking retard. Okay, so give me a question that I didn't answer. Come on, X, I'm talking to you. I know you're slow, but come on. Ha bum, I beat this guy on fucking Jutsu shenanigans. He's terrible.
Wait, oh my bad. Repeat. You said that if he answered you a question, has he like ever answered your question, or?
Yeah, I asked a question like several times in this dialectical discourse about whether or not he wants to go